Okay. Good morning, dear children. I welcome all of you. I warmly welcome all of you for this session. And today, my task is to discuss questions that would come for your exam. Right? I know that your exams are coming up, so I'm going to prepare, right, for your term test. Okay. So first of all, before I start my presentation, I will introduce who I am. I'm a teacher of English at Al-Azhar Central College. My name is Nilumi Lekhange. Okay. So before I start my presentation, I want all of you to give you a bit of advices. That is, children, you have to keep your mics muted all the time, right? Since we have many participants today, right? So we have to keep our mics muted. And so if you have any queries, you have to drop me a message, right? Okay, even your answers, right, can send to the chat, but you can't raise your voices at this moment, children, because if so, the other participants, right, will find it difficult to hear me. And also, I can't give each and every one of you chances to give the answers. So you have no permission to keep your mics unmuted at any cost. And also, right, when you keep your mics unmuted, it makes a great disturbance to the participants, right? So please keep your mics muted all the time throughout the session. And also, I want all of you to tell not to do any naughty thing on the screen, because that, I know there are some naughty students. I hope in this session there wouldn't be any, but there may be, right? So that you would scribble my screen, right? And drawing lines and doing naughty things. Avoid such things. And I want all of your cooperation alike to do this session successfully, children, right? So hope you all would listen to the teacher carefully. And also, I hope that you would do this better with me. And so I'm explaining, right, my revision test, because this is actually an exam preparation revision. So the language I'm going to use is English, children, right? Because since all of you are Muslim students, I hope you all would be able to understand what I'm talking about. I don't know Tamil, so therefore I use English only, right? But I use my language very simply, so which you all can understand. And I will explain, right, all the questions in my presentation very clearly to you, okay? Right, so hope you all would extend your fullest cooperation to me to do my revision test, right, with you successfully, right? I'm just helping you for your exam, right? Okay, right. So that's all I have to say, right? So we will get on to the first question, okay? Look at the first question, right, in this revision test. It's very simple, based on vocabulary, right? So I want all of you to do this task now, right? So you need to have your books, right, to do the questions, write only the answers, right? Because that this presentation will be uploaded, right, to YouTube, that you can, that refer the presentation at any time. So therefore, writing only just answers are enough, right? You can write only the answers, right? Okay, I'll give you time for you to do the each test, right? I'm giving time, don't worry, okay? So the very first question is, test 1 is make new words using letters given in the brackets. So it's based on vocabulary, okay, children? So when you are given this type of question, so the very first question would be similar to this, right, in your exam paper. So what you all need to do is that when you are given this type of a question, you need to, right, pronounce these words, right? Pronounce them, okay? Pronounce them very well and find out the missing parts of letters. As an example, because that in these questions, phonetics, right, help us so much to find out the missing parts of letters. So the first word is sportsman, So here, right, when you pronounce the word, right, no, that you can see. Spo is there, Usman is there, ut part is missing. Ut. So that when it is pronounced ut, right, you know, R and T together produce ut sound. So simply we write ut here, sportsman. So RT is the missing part. So we can't learn by heart, right, all these words, right? So in that way, only we have to find out missing parts of letters, right? Who can keep all these vocabulary in our mind? We can't keep them, right? Learn by heart all the time, we forget. So when you are given this, right, this type of a question, you have to pronounce the word, read it, and right, pronounce it. Find out the missing sound, right? So from the sound itself, you can find out what part of, right, letter is missed out. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes for this, right? Quickly finish this for writing the others. The words are, second one meadow, third one earth, fourth one gloves, fifth one cloudy, sixth one umbrella, seventh tomorrow, eighth calendar, ninth winter, 10th shape, right? Okay. Right, so that let's get on to do it. Right, 10th one should be put as sharp, right? Sharp, it's not shape, okay? So I hope now you all are doing. If you want, you can send me your answers to the chat. Okay, right. Now I will discuss with you the answers. Right, okay, children. First one, sportsman. Sportsman. Ut sound is missing. Answer is RT. Number two, meadow. Meadow. Right? Okay. M sound is there. A sound is not there. Meadow. So apparently it's EA. Meadow. Right? Meadows are called grassy plains. Right? Okay. Number three is the earth. A is there, a sound is not there. A sound is produced by AR, earth. Number four, gloves. Number four is gloves. Glow is there, O sound is not there, O is produced by VE. Next one is cloudy. Cloudy. Cl sound is there, OW sound is not there. So, right, obviously it's OU. Number six, umbrella. Sound is already there, right? Re, umbre. Re is not there. Re sound is missed. It's RE. Number seven is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tom sound is there. Tom is there. O sound is not there. Tomorrow. O is produced by OR. TOMO. RROW is tomorrow. Next one, calendar. Calendar. Right? Cal is there. N sound is not there. Calendar. EN. Calendar. Next one, winter. Winter. Sound is missed. ER. It's ER. Last one, It's sharp, right? It's sharp. It was that written like shape previously, right? I had to make a small change because that the sound was not there within the bracket. So it's sharp. Sh sound is there, R sound is not there. R sound is produced by AR, right? Sharp. So SHARP, sharp, right? Okay, right. Very good, right? Some of you had sent me the answers very correctly. I'm very good, clever children. I'm so happy on you, right? And so you all are very enthusiastically joining this session. It seems very good, right? Okay, let's move on to our second question. Okay. Second question is based on grammar. It's about adjectives, right? Because that's your questions I have designed based on from both first and second term syllabus children, right? So by now we have learned about adjectives, right? There was a lesson on adjectives in your pupils book, right? So the next competence is about learning about adjectives. Question is filling the blanks using the most suitable adjectives given in the box, right? So that you can see the adjectives in this box. What are the adjectives given here? Beautiful, sunny, green, round, clean, giant, and wooden. So before, when you are given this type of a question, right, you should know what adjectives are first to write answers, right? So to do this question, you should know what adjectives are, right? So let's revise what we have learned about adjectives. We are going to recall our memory on adjectives. What's an adjective, right? So I'm just, giving you the summary of adjectives. Adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun. It's a describing word, Pute. Adjectives always modify a noun, right? Adjective always modifies, right? An adjective modifies a noun always, and also adjectives tell us the color of the noun, right? Its texture. How about it? Like, the qualities are described by the adjectives. Right? So adjectives are often used before nouns. Look at this example. It is an interesting story. It is an interesting story. The word interesting is the adjective in this sentence. So I have written that in bold letters, interesting, right? Because the story is the noun. It is before the adjective is used before the noun story. So interesting is an adjective. So that we can get an idea about the story, whether it's bored or interesting, right? It's very interesting. Interesting means that you feel like to read, right? Good story. Next one. Adjectives can modify pronouns also. We have learned all of them, just revising, right? Okay. They are hungry. So word hungry here is also an adjective, but it describes the pronoun they. So adjectives can be used to describe pronouns as well, children, right? So they is the pronoun in this sentence. And so the word hungry tells us, right, about the feeling of, this pronoun they, right? So how do they feel? They are hungry. So hungry is an adjective, right? Okay. Now, if you got an idea about adjective, right? If you could remember what you have learned about adjectives, right? What you all need to do is, I'll just give you 5 minutes to fill in the blanks. You have to find out the most suitable word, right, that goes with these blanks, right? The most appropriate word, okay? Right. So I hope that you would finish this in 5 minutes time. I will just explain the word meanings, right? Because since I am explaining this lesson, right, merely in English, I will just briefly tell you what the word meanings are. Beautiful is pretty, you know that, right? Sunny is a day, when the sun is shining very brightly. Green is a color. Round is, circular shape. Clean means very, right, pure water. Sorry, clean means very fresh, right? Pure. Okay. No dirts at all. Giant means very big, very big. Wooden means something made of wood. Right. So now you need to put these words in the blanks. That right fits very best. Okay. Now you can start. Test 2. First one is already done for you. So after you finish, right, just send me a message, drop me a message, right, saying finish. Yes, children, you want to write, but only the answers, right? You don't have much time to copy down all these questions, right? So don't worry to copy all these questions, right? We don't have time. I want answers only, okay? Write the answers only, right, in your books or a piece of paper. Because later on you can see this presentation, right, on YouTube. So no worries. Okay, some of you are sending me answers. Very good. Okay, I hope you all are done. First one is done for you. My sister has a green pen to make designs. Number 2, we should drink plenty of what? Plenty of what water? Clean water every day. So we need to drink only clean water. If you drink, right, unclean water, I mean impure water, you will fall sick. Okay? Clean water every day. Number 2, so word clean is the adjective that is missed here. Today is a day we can play outside, you know. You can play only on a sunny day, right? We can't play on rainy days, okay? So the word sunny is the adjective, right? There are nests on what trees? What kind of trees should be? What is the word you can use to describe the word tree out of these words? It's giant. Giant means very big, right? There are nests on giant trees, means very big trees. Okay. Next one, children. I have a, so that here 2 adjectives are missed, right? Adjectives, 2 adjectives are missing. So you have to find them out. I have a what kind of a table, right? I have a round, the word round, what kind of a table? It's, we have to describe its shape, round, right? Round. What is it made of? It's wooden. I have a round wooden table near the cupboard. So answers are round and wooden. Last one, I have a blank collection of roses in my garden. So the remaining word is, right, beautiful, because all the other words were used in the previous blanks. So I have a beautiful collection of roses. Roses are always beautiful. So apparently the missing word is, missing adjective is beautiful. Okay, right. So we have finished test 2 also. Next, we will move on to test 3. Right? So it's little bit difficult, not difficult actually. It's a bit complicated, right? Because we need to learn, we should have to keep in our mind what we have learned about plurals, right? Because, you know, we learn some rules when making plurals, right, from singular nouns. So complete the sentences using the plural form of nouns, right? So now, before you do this task, I just want to revise your memory, right, on what you have learned about plurals, right? What you have learned about plurals, right? So for my students, I did plurals last week. I think y'all can remember very well, okay? Right. So we will move on to, right, learn about what the plurals are. I will just give a brief introduction on plurals, right? So then after that, I'll give you time to complete these sentences. Listen to me very carefully. My children are very good today, so you all are not doing anything bad. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, children. You are giving me your fullest cooperation. I'm so happy on you. Okay. Plurals of nouns, right? But then here that we have learned about plurals. We have been learning plurals from grade 1 in your grade 1 class, right? Basically, you learn to make plural nouns. We have to add s, right? We have to add s to the singular noun to make it plural. For regular nouns, we have to add s to make it plural. So book, books, tree, trees, chair, chairs. If you want, you can write many, right? So those are regular nouns. The very first theory is, the first rule is adding s for the regular singular nouns to make it plural. Plural means more than one. So we want to make more than one from nouns, right? One, so that book means singular, its plural is books. You simply add s to make it plural, right? When you want to have more than one book, we say I want books, right? Second theory is, the second rule is, right, adding es. For what type of nouns I told you to add es, right? So I hope you can remember nouns ending in s, double s, ch, sh, x and o, and he said we add es to make them plural. So look at these bold, right, letters, right? Word bus ends with s. So to make it plural, you have to add es. If you just add s only, it's wrong. You can't say bus, buses. It's bus, buses. Church, the last, right, two letters are ch. So for such words, you have to add es to make them plural. Brush, brushers. Box, boxers. Mango, mangoes. Topaz, topazes. So what's the learning theory? Here is, the second rule is adding es for what type of singular nouns? Nouns that end with s, double s, ch, x, o, and z. You have to add es to make such singular nouns to plural. So you need to keep this in mind. What letters should be there to add es at the end? S, double s, ch, x, o, and z. I hope you can remember, right? You might have studied. Okay. Number 3, adding ies, the third rule. For nouns ending in y and before it, there shouldn't be a vowel. There shouldn't be a vowel. There should be a consonant, right? So look at the word baby, right? Baby ends with y. There isn't a vowel nearby y. It's b. B is a consonant, not a vowel. So what you have to do, you have to cut y and add ies to make it plural. Lady, ladies in the same way. Right? When there is no vowel nearby y, you have to cut y and add ies to make it plural. Third rule is adding s, right? For what type of nouns, right? So we add s, but here look at these examples. These words also end with y, but you can see a vowel nearby. There is a vowel near y, right? Boy, o is a vowel. So in such cases, you can't add, you can't cut Y and add IES. You have to just simply add S only to make them plural. Boy, boys, monkey, monkeys, tray, trays, key, keys. Because before Y, you see a vowel. So you have no permission to cut Y here. Just add S at the end to make it plural. That's the fourth theory. The fifth theory, right, is what? Adding VS. Right? For what nouns? Nouns ending FOFE. So when a particular noun ends with FOFE, you have to cut F and FE and add VS to make plural. Leaf, leaves. Wife, wives. All those rules are there in your book. I hope you might have studied by now. Okay. The next one. Irregular plurals. Irregular plurals do not have a pattern like this, right? Do not have the same word to make it plural. They are different to each other. That's why we say they are irregular plurals. Tooth, teeth. Double O is changed to E, right? Double O is changed to E, double E. Child, children. So vowels are changed in irregular plurals, but the word is totally different. Tooth, teeth, child, children, food, feet, mouse, mice, woman, women. So those are irregular plurals. I have given you, mentioned some examples only, right? To make you understand clearly and also to revise the rest. Then you learn there are some other plurals which have, right? There are some other nouns which do not have plurals. That means a singular and plural both are same, right? Fish, the word fish, you can't, you see sh here. You might think the plural of fish should be fishes. It's not that. So children, right? So fish, right, doesn't have a plural word. So there is a fish in the tank. There are fish in the tank. You can't say there are fishes in the tank. It's wrong. Okay. Food, food. Never say foods, right? Okay. What kind of foods do you eat? We don't ask that. What kind of food do you prefer to eat? Okay. Food, food. Furniture, furniture. Sheep, sheep. These words don't have plurals, right? Because singulars and plurals are both same. So in the plural sentences also you have to use the singular form only. Information, information. Don't say information system. I need some informations. I need some information's wrong. We say I need some information, right? Right? Have you completed the homeworks given? It's wrong, Pute. It's homework, no homeworks, right? So these words have no plurals, right? Now, hope you can clearly remember what you have learned about plurals. Now, I give you another 5 minutes time to complete these blanks, right? Okay, write the plurals, right? Correct form of plurals for the words within brackets. Okay, now get started. I can see some of your answers, some of them are correct, some of them are wrong. So just make a try once again for the wrong answers. We can make a try again. Very good. Okay, right. I hope many of you have finished by now, right? So now I'm going to discuss the answers because I saw your messages, right, mentioning that you have finished. There are many bushes in the backyard. Bushes. So last two letters I said add es to make it plural. Bushes. Bushes. Right? Our cow has 3 calf. So calf plural is cows. Why? Because the calf ends with F. Cut F, add VES to make it plural. Calf, cows. CALVES. Number 3. My tooth are dirty. I have to see a dentist. So what's the plural of tooth? It's teeth. Vowels are changed, right? Vowel O is changed to vowel E. My teeth, T-E-E-T-H. My teeth are dirty. I have to see a dentist. It's not tooths. In some of your answers I saw, right? Some of them have written tooths also. It's not tooths put there. It's right, teeth. Plural of tooth is teeth. The baby has a lot of toys. How to write toys here? You can't cut Y here because vowel is nearby, right? Y is followed by a vowel here. So you have to just simply add S to make it toys. There, the baby has lot of toys. T-O-Y-S. Number 6. 6 child are engaging in sports, right? So the child plural is, it's an irregular plural word, child, children. So you have to learn by heart those spellings. Children, C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N, C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N. Right. Number 6, there are 3 within brackets rows in the flower pot, roses. So you need to add just S only because it's a regular noun, right? You can't add ES because there is no S-double-S-E-H, S-H at the end. Okay, so roses, just add S only. We have 10, right? Boxes of pencils. Oh, here, X is there, right? So that when a particular noun ends with X, right, you have to add ES to make it plural. So we have 10 boxes of pencils to draw some pictures. Number 8. Number 8. Some furniture within brackets are broken badly. So you can see some furnitures. The word furniture has no plural form. Some furniture are broken badly. Don't say furnitures. Okay. The house create many diseases to human beings. So the verb here is plural, right? Create. So you know S. So then fly should be the plural form here, no, because we are learning about plurals. So flies, Y is here. So Y is not preceded by a vowel, right? There's a consonant nearby. So cut this Y, add IES to make it flies. The house flies. How to write flies? F-L-I-E-S, flies, create many diseases to human beings, right? There are many. Leaf, plural, is leaves. Leaves, cut F at VES, very easy. Falling from the mango tree. There are many leaves falling from the mango tree. Okay, so we have finished the task of right test 3 also on plurals, right? So we have to get on to the next task, right? Up to now, I hope this is clear, right? If you want more clarifications, just drop me a message, right? Okay, so if you want me to clear again and again, or if you want me to explain, more and more, just drop me a message if you don't understand anything, okay? Right. So now we will move on to test 4, right? It's a picture description question. So you are given, right, to filling the blanks based on this picture. So you have to study first the picture carefully when you are given this type of a question at the exam paper, right? You are given because, in past paper question papers, right, there were plenty of this type of questions, right? So study the picture. You have to first look at the picture carefully and filling the blanks using the words given in the brackets, right? Okay, given in the brackets. Right? So the words are lady, country, butterflies, picture, dog, some, bicycle, mountain, loudly, house, and branch. I hope that you all know the word meanings of these words, right? Lady is a woman, country, right? We live in Sri Lanka, it's a country. Butterflies, right? Picture, dog, some, bicycle, mountain, right? You know what the mountains are, hills, right? This is a mountain. Loudly, right? Loudly, right? The raising voice, right? When you raise your voice, we say loudly, right? House, right? And the branch, you can see a tree branch here, right? So study the picture carefully, right? And I'll give you another 5 minutes time, right, to find out the most appropriate, right, word that goes with these blanks. Just make a try, children, right? Then after studying this picture, read the paragraph. Find out the most suitable word from these blanks that goes with the blank, right? Because you have to make a meaningful paragraph using these missing words, right? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Let's start. Have you finished? No need to draw pictures, okay? Just write only the missing words. Right? Only the answers are needed. Okay. This is a picture of a, so, but when you are given a picture to describe, right? So the picture is introduced. This is a picture of a countryside is the answer. Country is the answer. Countryside means a village, right? Okay. So this is a picture of a village in other words. The sun is shining over the, right? Look at the sun. Where is it? It's over the mountains, right? Over the mountain, right? There are two flying, right? Two are, right. What are two? Birds. There are two birds flying around the flowers. Sorry, two birds. Two, oh, it's flying around the flowers. Two butterflies should be, right? There are two butterflies, right? You can see two butterflies here flying around the flowers. The cock standing on a, where is the cock standing? On a branch. So answer is branch here. Number 4, branch of a tree is crying. Crying how? Loudly. The cock crows loudly. Okay, loudly. Another cock is grazing the field. You can see another cock, it's, pecking food, right? So next one, the is carrying a bone on its mouth. What is carrying, right? Okay, the dog is carrying, right, a bone on its mouth. The dog, answer is dog. What is in its mouth? The bone. A man is riding a, what is he riding? A bicycle, right? Man is riding a bicycle along the path. The is carrying a pot on her hip. You can see a pot here slightly, right? Keeping on her hip. Who is she? She's a lady. The word is the lady. The lady is carrying a pot on her hip. There is a small in the middle of the picture. What is in the middle? A house. In the middle, you can see a house. How many birds are flying in the sky? What is the word left out? Some birds. You can see not only two, there are many. So some birds are flying in the sky. Some birds are flying in the sky. Test number 4 done, right? We have to quickly get on to test number 5 next because we have to expedite this. We have to do as fast as we can, right? Okay, so let's get on to the next one. Right. Test 5 is combine the pairs of sentences using and. The first one is done for you. So you learned, right, in your pupils book, there was, right, a lesson to join sentences using and. And is a conjunction, Putha, right? So that and is used to join sentences, right? So we can make 2 sentences into one joining word and. So and is a conjunction, right? When do we use and? We use and, right, in similar situations, right? So and helps to add more information to a sentence. So when the 2 sentences are similar to each other, right, we have to use and to make them join into one. Look at my example here. I have a blue shirt. I have a black short, right? So you need to join these 2 sentences into one. When you join 2 sentences into one, we avoid repetitions, no repetitive words. The same word is not used twice in that sentence because we write only one sentence. So instead of saying I have a blue shirt and I have a black shirt, the answer is I have a blue shirt and a black short. Okay. Okay, I have a blue shirt and a black shorts. So that's how we have to write the answer joining and. So what you need to take into your mind at this time, if you have to join two sentences into one, you have to avoid repetitive words, no repetitions, right? We don't use the same word twice. And also when joining two sentences into one, you have to avoid capitals in the middle. No capitals are used in the middle, okay? Right? And so join and in the middle and end the sentence with the full stop, right? So let's make a try for the other 5 sentences. And is used to join to a sentence to add more information, right? So that if you can remember all those things, just get on to the question, making a try to join 2 sentences into one, combine these pairs of sentences using and, right? Write your answers in your book. After you finish, drop me a message. Okay, hurry up. So if the screen is not clear, children, you have to check your device, right? Okay, it's not a fault on me, right? You have to check your device and your connection. This should be seen by everyone very clearly. Right, okay. We will get on to test 5. Now this is given time is enough. I go to school early. I sweep the classroom. So how do you write the answer? I go to school clearly. I sweep the classroom. Right? So the repetitive word I is repeated twice. So we join the 2 sentences into one in this way. I go to school early and sweep the classroom. No need to write I again. I go to school early and sweep the classroom. That is the answer. Right? Okay. Number 3. My sister can sing. My sister can dance. So we can't repeat can twice here. My sister can sing. My sister can dance. So how do you join these 2 sentences into one using and? My sister can sing and dance, right? Avoid my sister can because it is repeated twice. My sister can sing and dance. That's the answer. My father went to number 4. My father went to the boutique. He bought some toffees. Right? My father went to the boutique. He bought some toffees. No repetitions. No repetitive words. So we join my father went to the boutique and bought some toffees. No need he also. Right? Because you know that action is done by the father. Right? So father went to the boutique and bought some toffees. Number 5, we went to Madhu. We went to Madhu. Right? Madhu is a church, you know. We worshipped. We went to Madhu and we worshipped. Virgin Mary. So there is a statue called Virgin Mary. So it is worshipped by Catholic people. So how to join this? We went to Madhu and worshipped Virgin Mary. No need to write we. We went to Madhu because we is repeated twice. If so, we went to Madhu and worshipped Virgin Mary. Mother cooks rice, she cooks curry. Right. So that when joined into one sentence, my mother cooks rice and curry. She cooks is omitted. Mother cooks rice and curry. Okay. Right. Now we are finished test 5. Let's move on to test 6. Right. So here you are tested the ability of use of prepositions in, on, at. Right. So every time you are tested in your test papers with the knowledge of prepositions. Right. It is one of the competencies that you need to complete in grade 6. Okay. Filling the blanks using prepositions in, on, and at. So before you do this, right, you should remember, right, the places where you need to use in, on, and at. What are the instances we use in, on, and at? Right, just to revise your memory, right, that I will just briefly explain how to use in, on, at. After that, you can get on to the question. Right, in is basically used, right, with the morning times. When you say in the morning, in the afternoon, we use in, at is not used. And also before a month and before a year, we have to use in, right? In June, in July, in August, like, okay? And when you write a year, before the year, you have to use in, right? Okay, I went to Italy in 2015, in is used, right? Okay, I was born in Sri Lanka, right? In Sri Lanka, my he visited Sri Lanka. I was born in Sri Lanka, right? So before a country, right? We have to use in, right? Then, and when you write the names of big cities like Colombo, Kandy, Gampaha, you have to use in, right? Before a country, you have to use in, okay? Cars are manufactured in Japan, okay? Like that. Next one, on. You need to definitely use on before, right, a days of week. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, right, on Thursday, I went to the fair, right, on Friday, okay, right, on 30th. Before a date, you have to use on, right, okay, before a date, you have to use on always, right. He met me on 25th of this month. On Christmas Day. Jesus was born on Christmas Day, right? Okay, Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, on Vesak Poya Day, right? Okay, on Poya Day, right? On Poya days, people observe sale at temples. So you have to use on in these instances, okay? And next, at. We have to use at before, right? The words night, noon, at noon. We don't say in noon. At night, at midnight. We don't say in night. And before a time, definitely you have to use at 10 a.m., right? And so that when you study at school, right, you have to say, I study at school, right? So that When you say at, right, you can stay within the premises of the school. That if you are in the classroom, you can say I'm in the classroom. At the gate. At the gate means somewhere close to the gate, right? Okay, now hope you can clearly understand the instances where you use to, in, on, at. Right, now let's move on to our question. Right, now let's get started to filling the blanks. Right, another 5 minutes can be given. In 3 minutes you can finish this. Okay, right, start. Right. He meets me at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Right? It will be held before a date you have to use on. It will be held on 27th of April. My mother works at the hospital. We have a match in the next week. Right? I hear different noises at night. Before at night, you have to use at. My birthday is in March. He has the class at 8 o'clock. Abhi celebrates her ceremony on 6th of May because before a date, you have to use always on. Will you be busy on Friday? They live in a small town. Those are the answers. Okay. Right, we talk about prepositions too. Let's move on to the next question. Test 7. Right. So I have extracted a passage from your textbook, right, based on food, right? So you need to complete the paragraph using the words given in the brackets, right? So these words may help you to fill in the blanks. Go through the passage carefully. Find out the most appropriate word for the given blanks, right? Words are energy, many, important, water, food, 5, you, dinner, lunch, proteins, fight. It's very easy. It was extracted from your textbook itself, right? So you can write, remember the passage and also familiar too, right? Quickly find out the words that are right missing here. Right, so I could refer your answers you have sent, right? You all are very clever, good students, right? You know, you all have prompt, right? Promptly send me answers, right, to the chat. Very good, right? I'm so happy, and so you all are very clever and bright set of students, right? Proud of you, children. Very good, right? Let's go ahead. Well done. Okay, now let's move on to this paragraph. What are the answers? Just take your answers with mine. Food is an important part of our lives. There are, you know, 5 main nutrients. The word 5 should be here. In the, right, where are the 5 main nutrients? In the food we eat, right? In the food we eat. I will cut off the words we used, right? 5. Okay, we wrote that. In the food we eat. So word food next should be cut. In the food we eat. Okay. They are carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and proteins and fat. So word protein is cut here. Proteins. Right. Okay, proteins and fat. These nutrients are very important for many reasons. Many reasons. The answer should be many. Carbohydrates and fat give us what? They give us energy. We know. We can quickly find out the answer. Yes, we know. Energy is cut. While proteins help us grow. Vitamins and minerals are important to what? Vitamins and minerals are important to fight diseases, right? So word is fight, it is cut. Fight diseases. Where is word fight? Fight. Okay, I cut fight. So, right? So when you are given this type of a passage, Putte, right? You have to, once you use a word right in a blank, cut it off. Then you can easily find out the remaining words, right? So that those are the answers, right, that are left for the other blanks, right? So these are tricks. You have to follow these tricks in order to finish your question within the given time, unless you find it difficult to find all answers. So you have to trickily cut off the answers, right? When you use a particular word in the blank, cut it off. Then remaining words, we have to deal with the remaining words for the rest. It's very easy. Where did I start? From here. Proteins and minerals are important to fight diseases and to protect our body. Should drink plenty of. Who should we drink? Who should drink? Water. You should drink, right? So it should be a pronoun here. So you should drink plenty of clean water. Clean water. So we cut 2 words here. We found 2 blanks, right? You, and the next one is clean. So the clean is there already water. Clean water, cut water also. Up to now we are done. We must eat healthy food for breakfast. Breakfast, you know, the 3 meals. Breakfast after comes lunch. Where is the word lunch? It's here. Cut. Cut lunch next. After you used, right? And as all the doctors say, to be healthy, we should have our breakfast like a king. You know, there's a saying, there was a saying in our lesson, to be healthy, we should have our breakfast like a king, and what like a beggar? Beggar means you have to eat a little at night, no? So answer is dinner. The remaining word is dinner. Okay. We use all the words in the blanks, right? So the left out word is dinner. So you can guess 100% correct. Your answers are, if you could use them correctly on the, if the remaining word, that if it fits for the last blank very well, you can guess your passage is 100% correct. So that I taught you here a trick to find out answers for a words missing passage, right? You can easily find out, right, the missing words in this manner. Okay, right. So now we will get on to our next question, right? It's test 8, right? So our time is flying, right? So quickly we have to be a little bit hurry up here, children. Test 8, complete the sentences using simple present tense. Oh, we learn simple present tense, right? In unit 6, we learn about simple present tense. So we should know, right, how to use simple present tense, positive, negative, and interrogative forms to do this, right? Because we have to use the right verb in the blank to complete these sentences in present tense, right? Okay, what are the theories, right? I taught you on present tense, right? When I discussed present tense, I taught you there are 3 forms, right, of any tense, right? We have to learn 3 tense. The 3 forms, right? The 3 forms are positive, negative, and interrogative. So any of the tense we learn, we have to talk about all these 3 forms. Positive means, which means, right, it has a positive sense, right? Yes, positive means yes. Negative means no, right? And the interrogative form means the question form, right? So in simple present tense, right, we learn, children, right, in positive form when the subject is singular, right? When the subject is singular, he, she, it's singular. We talk about only one person here. So in such cases, in present tense, we have to add s to the verb to make the verb singular. He drinks milk. If you write he drink milk, it's wrong. She drinks milk. It drinks milk, right? But in the plural forms of, right, subject pronouns, right? So what are the subject pronouns in the rest of the 4 sentences? I, we, you, they. They are considered plural. I is one person, we know, but it is first person plural. So you have to take, even though I is one person, it's plural always, right? So I is also treated like, right, plural. So therefore, you have to, right, add the plural form of verb to make the sentence. So you can't say I drinks, it's wrong because I is plural. I drink milk, we drink milk, you drink milk, they drink milk. Okay, right. Hope you can clearly remember what we learned, right? So that the difficulty level of the question is, right, that a little bit higher than the previous ones, right? A little bit difficult. Okay, difficulty level has been increased when it comes to at the end of the paper, right? Okay, so you can remember very well these things in order to do your question paper correctly and well. Okay, right. Now, children, we will move on to negative form. So when you talk about negative, when we learn about, when we revise our memory about present tense, negative form, right, is made how? Negative means no, children, so that it is formed with not always, right? Not, right? Negative means no, right? So not is always used with, right, do, does, did, am, is, are, was, were. So they are called friends of not, right? So they are friends of not. Not is always connected with verbs like do, does, did, am, is, are, was, were, has, have. So you can simply add not with these, right, verbs. So they are called auxiliary verbs now, right? Helping verbs, right? They are friends of not. So the negative sense can be made in this sentence. He does not drink milk. You can't add s here. He does not drink milk. She does not drink milk. It does not drink milk. So when do does it is added in a negative sentence, children, we can't add s here. S is omitted. Never add s with do not and does not. It's totally wrong. Completely wrong if you add s to the verb. Keep in your mind, right? When it comes to negative form, so singular, subjects are singular subject pronouns are added, does not. So he does not drink milk, she does not drink milk, it does not drink milk. But when you come to the plural forms of subject pronouns, you have to add do not, right? It's do not, right? So that don't make it, right? Puzzled, or don't make it, right? Forgotten, right? You have to keep it in your mind. I know that you find it difficult. It's not difficult if you learn it correctly, right? So that you have to use it correctly, right? If you put the correct auxiliary verb in the correct place, it's correct. So I don't drink milk, we don't drink milk, we don't drink milk, they don't drink milk. So do not is used with singular pronouns. That's all we have to keep in the mind. Do not is used with plural subject pronouns like I, we, you, and they. When it comes to an interrogative form, that means a question form, we have to take out this do and does in front to make it a question, right? So question forms are made with do and does at the beginning. So when it comes to the question form, does is taken front, not is dropped, because not is used in negative sense only. So does he drink milk? Does she drink milk? Does he drink milk? It's very easy. No S for the verb, right? Never use S for the verb with do and does. It's wrong, right? And so you have to use, right, do, right, in the plural forms of sentences. So do I drink milk? Do we drink milk? Do you drink milk? Do they drink milk? So it's very easy, nothing to be right remembered too much, right? So do does always, right? Do goes with always plural pronouns like I, we, you, they, right? Does always, right, go with singular subject pronouns like he, she, and it. That's all we have to keep in our mind. Okay, so if you can remember, right, about present tense now after I briefly explained the summary, right, the theory about simple present tense, I want all of you to do this activity as quickly as possible, right? Just in 2 minutes, write the answers, my dear children, and send me to the chat also. I just want to check how many of you can remember the answers, right? Quickly send me your answers to the chat, please. Right. Hope you're done. Not yet. Go on some more time. Okay. Right. Let's discuss. We is a plural form of subject pronoun. So you have, right, you can't add this to the verb. We usually go to school early. Students plural here, right? So plural of come is come, right? No S, right? Verb is just added. Students come to meet the teacher in the noon. My friend singular. So if the subject is singular, if we talk about one person, add S to the verb here. So my friend often speaks polite words. So you have to add S to the verb. It's speaks. They is plural. You have to make a negative sense. I told you with, right, plural forms of subject pronouns you have to use do not. Simply add do not. They do not. receive their parcels. They do not receive their parcels. Number 5, Nivesh is exam. Now it has come to the interrogative form. Nivesh is singular. If it's interrogative, it does come at the beginning. So does Nivesh pass? You can't write passes here. I told you, right? There is no S for the verb when do and does is added to a sentence. So does Nivesh pass his exam? Does Nivesh pass his exam is the answer. Last one, she is singular. So you have to make the singular form of verb here, right? So the singular form of study is studies. She always studies English in the morning. Studies how to write, Huta. Here you have to cut Y, add IES instead, right? Okay, cut Y, add IES because no, right, vowel nearby, right? A consonant is followed by Y, cut Y, add IES to make it singular. She always studies English in the morning, right? Okay, we are done. Now we'll get on to test 9 quickly. Okay, it's very easy. Rewrite the following paragraph using capital letters where necessary. We talk about capital letters, when and where to use capital letters. I hope you can remember very well, right? So let's, I will just revise what we talk about in the lesson, right? Okay, in unit 4 or 5, we learn about capital letters, right? Okay, children, when a sentence is begun, right, the first letter is capital. When we write a sentence, first letter is always capital. And the special names of people, special names of books, special names of holidays, right? Streets, names of countries, names of months, names of holidays, right? Names of days, all begin with capital letters, right? And also, right, they are special names. Special names always, right, begin with capital letters. They are called proper nouns, right? And I is always capital when it is, right, when it is used in a sentence, whether it is at the beginning or at the end or in the middle, wherever, I need to be written in capital, right? So if you can remember, we will do this, right, quickly, so that time is 11:30 almost, so we have to be a little bit faster, children. Okay, right. I am Nasha Alfred. I capital, right? So I have given the start. I am Nasha, N capital. Alfred, A capital, because it's the name of a person. I live in Kandy. I live in Kandy, right? I capital. I told you I is capital anywhere. Kandy is the name of a village. K capital here. Full stop. Again, a new sentence is started. So my capital M, my birthday falls in March. Here, it's the name of a month. March, M capital. Full stop. I love my country. I capital here. Sri Lanka, name of a country, special name. So Sri Lanka is capital, right? Lanka, L capital. I have a sister, I capital. Her name is Shara. Full stop now. So again a new sentence has started. Her H capital. Her name is Shara. Shara is capital. She is in London. She is capital. London, L capital. She studies. She, again a new sentence, is capital, at Wycherley College. Wycherley College is the name of a college. W capital, right? College, C capital. Wycherley College. Full stop. Last, L capital again, because a new sentence, first letter capital. Sunday, S capital. Name of a It is a days of, right? Name of a day, right? Sunday's capital. Last Sunday, I again capital. I had a visit to Jaffna. Jaffna is a name of a, right, city. So first letter capital. Names of cities also begin with capital, right? It was a wonderful place. It, I capital again. Full stop. Finished? Right. Okay. Next. Test 10. You have to fill in the blanks using WH questions. Right? WH questions. We have talked about WH questions. Right? There are 2 extra words in the blanks. Right? So before I ask you to do this, I will just remind, how WH questions are used, right? Why do we call these question words WH? Because they begin with WH, right? So we need to know, right, how they are used. How is used when we talk about a manner. When is used when we ask about a time or a date. When we need to know a time or a date, we have to use when. Time and date only. Keep in mind. How many is used when we want to know about an amount? How many? 1, 2, 3, or 5, right? Whose is used when we want to know about a possession, right? When something belongs to someone, we ask whose bag is this? Whose, right? Next one, what? What is used when we want to get an information? What is your name? What? Why? Why is used when we want to know about a reason. Why are you crying? Huh? Why are you looking sad? So asking a reason. Last one, how much? You know how much is always connected with price, right? How much is an apple? When you want to know about the price, we use how much. Okay, now you know, right, how to use these, right, question words, WH questions, interrogative words. So shall we put them in the blanks? Just quickly write answers for the 5 sentences. Only the answers in 2 minutes. Right. Let's look at the answers. Is this shirt, right? So now you can see at a glance it is a price, not children. So here we have to use, right? How much? So how much is this shirt is the answer. Desks are there in your classroom are here. There are 30 desks. If it's a number, what is to use? We have to use how many. How many desks are there in your classroom? There are 30 desks in my classroom. Number 3, is your concert? It's on Wednesday, right? So here I told you previously, if it is asked about a date or a time, what is the question word should come here? It's when. When is your concert? It's on Wednesday. That's the answer. Easily we can do these, children, right? Do these things that if we know the theories very well, right? If we know the rules very well, we can easily write answers for English questions. English is very easy to learn, right? Okay. So just you have to make an attempt only. Number 4, shoes are these. They are my uncle's shoes. Here it talks about a possession. Uncle's talks about a possession. So what is the question word should come here? Whose? Whose shoes are these? They are my uncle's shoes. The last one, is the baby crying because he is hungry? Oh, it asks about the reason. So what is the question word you need to use here? Why? Why is the baby crying? Because he is hungry. So here I'll teach you another trick. If you see because in the answer, right, definitely the question word should be right, why. When a question begins with why, for the answer you have to definitely add because, right? So when you see the word because, right, you can write the answer keeping your eyes closed. It's right, why? Why is the baby crying? Because he's hungry. I hope now these questions are very much easy for you, right? I have made them very easy to you all, right? I hope that, you will interest, right? And to, that do these, right, papers more and more, right? Okay, right, let's get on to the next test level. So these are the techniques you need to follow when writing answers for an English paper, right? Okay, so you read the poem and fill the grid. Okay, you have to read the poem and fill in the grid. Let's complete. So just go through the poem. Just read. And you have to find out, right, extract specific information from the poem. Before you read this, right, I'll tell you what you have to do. You have to find out the objects and colors, sort them out. What are objects? Objects are always tangible things, students, right? Kute, objects are tangible things. Tangible means which can touch and see. You can see them, you can touch, you can feel. They are objects, right? So as an example, table, my mobile phone, my laptop, right? All those things I can touch, right? I can see them, I can feel them. So they are called objects. So find out the objects from this poem. Write them under this column. Colors you know, right? We have learned the names of colors. You can easily complete this. Right. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute. Quickly find them out. Right. So what are the objects, right, you found in the poem? The drawing. On my blackboard, I can draw one little house with one green door, 2 brown gates that open wide, 3 blue steps that lead inside, 4 little chairs painted white, 6 yellow sunflowers straight and tall, drawing up against the wall. What are the objects you found here? Right, I told you objects are tangible things which you can touch, which you can feel, which you can see. Right, what are they? On my blackboard, what is an object? One little house with one green door. Here, house, we can see, we can touch. It's an object, so. Right, 2 brown gates that open wide. What is the object in this line? In this line, the object is gates. 3 blue steps that lead inside. So what is the object you found here? Here you found steps. Steps are used to climb up and down. You might have steps at your homes, right? At school, we have steps to climb up and down. 4 little chairs painted white. Chairs, object. 6 yellow sunflowers, straight and tall. So what is the object here? Sunflowers. We can see, we can touch, we can feel. Object. Drawing up against the wall. Oh, wall is, right, an object here. So The colors, you know, it's easily, right? You know, it easily we can find out here what are the colors here. Black, green, brown, blue, white, yellow. That's all, right? Okay, we are done. We'll quickly move on to our last question, test 13. Read the announcement. Find the following information. Answer the questions. We'll take only 5 minutes for this, right? Okay, now that we have exceeded the time, right? Read the announcement. You are given a small announcement. Find the information. So you have to quickly extract information, necessary information from this announcement. Answer the questions. So before you read the announcement, just have a look at the question. What you need to find out? We have to quickly find out. What are they? Name of the club. Oh, we need to find out the name of the club. Topic. What's a topic? We have to find out. Whom do you want to contact? Whom? About a person. When is the closing date? We need to know about the date. Who can participate? Again, about persons. Now get on to the announcement. Read it. The Nature Club of Jaffna Hindu College has decided to conduct a photographic exhibition on the topic of beautiful flowers. And here you could find the topic beautiful flowers, right? We'll come to that next. The competition will be open for all students. The size of the photograph should be 6 into 4 inches. The closing date will be 20th of August 2020. Competitors can contact Secretary Mr. Enzam of the Nature Club for further details. Okay, now we know the answers, questions as well. What is the name of the club? Quickly go to the place where it was mentioned. What's the name of the club? Nature Club. What club? Find out where is the word club written in the announcement. Our club is here. So what's the name? The Nature Club. Write the answer, the Nature Club here. Topic of the competition. Quickly find out, children, where the word topic is mentioned. Where the word topic is mentioned. Where the word topic is mentioned. Here you find the topic. So what's the name? And here that place itself, you find out the topic, the beautiful flowers within inverted commas, right? Beautiful flowers in capitals, beautiful B capital, flowers F capital. Whom do you want to contact? Find the word contact, contact. Where it is written, in that place itself, you find the word, you find the answer. Contact, it's here, right? So whom do you want to contact? What's the answer? In that place itself, you see the answer, the secretary, M. Enzam. So what's the answer for this? Whom do you want to contact? Right? The secretary, Mr. Enzam. When is the closing date? Date. Okay, date is here. It's very clear, obvious, 20th of August 2022. Who can participate? That's the last one. Who can participate? Here, who? The competition will be open for all students. All students. So what's the answer? For all students. For all students is the answer, right? All students, right? Okay. So all students is the answer, right? So we have come to the end of our revision discussion today, right? Okay, so that I hope I could prepare you, right, for the upcoming test, and I hope you would do better. And also in the same way, I hope that these things I discussed today will be immensely help you to succeed your exam, children, right? So I want all of you to see in good grades at the exam, right? So English is not that much, right, difficult as you think. It's very easy and interesting too, right? So if you have to learn them in a proper way, if you learn everything in a proper manner, proper way, right, English is the easiest of all the subjects, right? So I hope, children, this would be helpful, the questions I discussed today. I hope that you might have understood what I talk about very clearly. And because since there were no any negative comments, right, regarding the discussion, and I couldn't see any messages saying no one could understand. So I hope that you all might have understood very well. And so I hope all of you, right, very best of luck at the exam. You all can do your exam very well, and you all can, I'm pretty sure, you all can pass your English paper, right, with flying colors, with high marks. I have no doubts about that, because you all have very cleverly written answers to my chat, right? Because I carefully reviewed all of your answers, right? 99% answers were correct, only 1% there were few mistakes. So you all have a good knowledge, sound knowledge of English. Wishing you all the very best. Try to do your exam very well. And so children, it's time for me to stop this discussion for today, right? So I wish you a very, best of luck, and also have a great day to all of you. And my dear children, stay safe, right? Because the situation is, that much not good. And so you all stay safe, stay blessed. Have a great day to all of you. Thank you very much for, giving me your fullest cooperation to do this lesson very successfully, because even though that you all are very small kids, you gave me your fullest cooperation. I'm so happy about that. And nobody behaved badly in my session. Y'all listened to me very carefully. None of you made any disturbances. I thank all of you, right, for extending me with your fullest cooperation to do this lesson very successfully, right? So thanks everyone for joining today, and wishing you a great day, children. Goodbye to all. Thank you very much.